Hi guys, Jennifer here. Welcome back to my channel. I have a little project share. I created a little project using the Rose Ganache kit from OohLaLa Vintage Treasures. And in that kit, there was this pretty corset here. And it has parchment paper, and all I did was wrap it around the file folder. I have this coffee dyed file folder. I didn't sew it or anything. That way, if you want to use it again, you can use it. And you can create your own altered file folder. So on the edge here, I just added some of my own tulle there and this gorgeous bow that was in the kit, along with some of these laces and trims here. Those were also in the kit. And inside this little file folder, in the corset part, I have some embellishments. So I just created this quick little scrappy pad using Doreen's Digitals here and some of the coffee dyed or tea dyed paper she had in the kit, and then I added one of my own. And I just added some of her bits and trims here and a little bow pin with a bead. You can stick that in your journal, like in your pocket or as a floating little embellishment. And this was created with the half envelope she included. She included this half envelope already coffee dyed, and I just used a bit of her elements and her digital back here to create a little cluster there just for decoration. And then I created a little crunchy booklet with some of the digital papers, one of her postcards, and then this crunchy paper she included. So you can tuck that into a pocket, or I just tucked it into this pocket because I thought it looked cute. I added one of her postcards and a little bits and trims that she included in one of those little Tim Holtz paper clips because I just thought it looked so cute in there in that little pocket. And that fits right in there. So you can use both of those for journaling, and it looks super cute, and you can attach this to a page in a journal. And then I also used her, this was the Lipton pocket that she created. I just added a little bit of embellishing on here because I used what was on here on the other thing in this back pocket I'm going to show you. And then so all of these little bits were in her kit, and well, except for this one, that was from my stash. And then I took another one of her postcards, added her little bits here, and just glued it on as a little tab. Super cute. And then I put some of my coffee dyed stenciled paper on here, and you can, you know, journal on that too. So you can make this a floating pocket in your journal. Then I made 2 jumbo tags, and I put these on the file folder, that the piece that I cut off. I made these 2 big tags, and these are bits from Doreen, and I just used her digital on here and collaged these 2 elements on top of the other digital. And then you can journal on the back, and then here's the other one with her papers and her little trims. So those are fun. And then inside here, I made a Slimline journal. So there's the file folder. I just stamped up here and inked a little bit just so it would finish that off. And then I created a slim open spine journal here, so you can see that I used some lace in here too that she included, and I used that as the binding. But isn't this super cute? So I just tied a little bow. Oh, let me tell you, I took the it was 2 pieces of cardboard, and I cut them in half, and that's how I got this size. So it's 3 by 8, I believe. And then I used her trims here to tie it shut. It's a piece of pretty chiffon, and then I'm not sure what kind of trim this is. And then this beautiful decoration right here was on the Lipton tea box, but I wanted it right there on the edge, and then I added her gorgeous dangle. And that's so pretty. And these are her digitals here, and I took the pieces and I wrapped them around the cardboard. So after I finish showing this, I'll show you how I put those pieces together with the lace, covered them, and maybe I think 1 page of embellishing in increased speed. Okay, so that's the front. You didn't need to do much because it just looks gorgeous. And then on the inside here, this, on the inside here, I took a piece of that fabric and this pretty heart dangle that she made, and I attached it to the fabric and made a little flip. And then I used a piece of her ephemera there, and then here's one of the cards, the postcards, and that just goes right under there. I added a sweet little embellishment here, and inside I used more of her digital stuff and then made a little pocket. You can see here the lace that binds the journal. And that makes just a cute little tuck for those embellishments. Oops. And then you just, you can journal on the back of that, and then you can close it up. Over here, I created 2 pockets with her buttons and sewing labels. And inside, I put these sweet little embellishments that she had. These little die cuts I cut out. And I put them in those pockets. You can see here how I tore the paper to add some dimension, and it looks cute, I think. Love that. And these can tuck right in here, and you can journal on the back. And I added this pretty little lace and trim that she included. Isn't that adorable? And then this goes back over that. And then on this page, up here, I have a little pocket, her little jean pockets, and I just tucked the tag in there, added that trim she had, and these little embellishments are so perfect to go inside the pocket. I just added some trims and the music paper in the back. And then over here, this was an embellishment that she included, and I just attached it to the page, and it's a flip out. And you can put other things in there if you want to like journal on something or whatever, then you can stick that in there, write on it, close it up, and it'll be a hidden little spot for journaling. Otherwise, you can write on these pages here. Okay, and then on this page, I used this piece of lace. It was a long piece of lace, and I glued it at the ends, and in the middle I created this pretty little cluster. So it has a little tuck spot right here. I layered like several digitals and the little doily piece she had in there. And then this, you can write on this, and it tucks right in there. It looks part of the cluster, so it's kind of hidden, right? And then in here, I just made these little, you can tuck little goodies in there. You can journal on that. And then this piece was included for journaling as well. Just opens up, and there you go. You can write on that. And then I just tucked it under the lace right here. On the next page, I just have like a torn tuck spot, and I put these sweet little labels in there. And then this was part of her kit, like just some of the embellishments. And then I think this was from an old kit that I just added. And it's a little flip up, so if you wanted to jot something under there, you could. And then she had this pretty doily, and I attached that there with the other half of that little circle. And then I added a few more of the fussy cuts, and I made this little piece here as a decorative edge, and it just looks so pretty with all the little bits and pieces that she included. And in here I have these cute little, she had a sheet of these, right? And it was a long sheet of paper, and I just cut them. And you know, you can use them for all different kinds of things. You can weave them, you know, you could do all fun kind of stuff with these. But I just love long skinny tags, and you can like write your favorite quote on the back or your favorite Bible verse, and this kind of helps it hold it in so they don't slide out. And I just tuck these in right here. Isn't that so cute? And then here's her paper on the back. And that's so sweet. So it's a fun little journal. And lots of embellishments. And then this little file folder. So I hope you like my project, guys. And I thank you so much for stopping by. And go check out Doreen's site. I'll leave all her information below. Thanks so much for stopping by. Bye for now. Hi guys, thanks so much for coming back and watching the process. So Doreen included these pieces of cardboard in this kit, and they were approximately 6 by 8 or so. And so I cut them in half, and I wanted to cover these with the papers that she included. So I'm just attaching it with some glue. I left enough around the edges to cover the sides. This is super quick and simple, and I like how the cardboard is super light and it feels really good. I'm just mitering the corners here a little bit, and they weren't perfect, and I'm fine with that. I love how that turned out. I love how it looks wrapped around, and I used the different sheets to cover all of them, and then I cut pieces to then put on the other side. I used that pretty pink floral. At the end, you're not even going to really see how this looks because I'll be covering most of it up, but it still looks very finished and pretty. So there they are, all completed and covered. And I'm just putting them in the order that I like. And there we go. Super simple. If you're just kind of starting out and you don't have all the supplies to make a really big journal, this is a great place to start. So I attached using this beautiful fabric that she included in there. Just made little strips. I didn't even measure them. They're not the same size, but very easy to just glue them on. You could do both sides if you wanted, but I didn't think it was necessary. So I attached one of the postcards and made a flip out. And then I cut one of the circles in half and used that as a little tuck spot as well. So I have a long tuck spot, and now I'm cutting some of the ephemera that I covered the back with some coffee dyed papers. And it's cute, it's a little tuck spot there. So here I'm showing the fabric flip that I created using that pretty quilt fabric. And I attached her little heart dangle with one of the bulb pins. I thought that would give some weight to hold the fabric down. Isn't that cute? Now I'm trying to create a little flap for the postcard so I can tuck it right under there. That piece of ephemera was included. And I backed a lot of the ephemera pages with coffee dyed paper, make it a little more sturdy. And it's as simple as that. And then I just glued the fabric on. You could sew it if you wanted to, but I didn't want to do that because then it would show on the front of the cover, so. It looks super cute, that pink fabric, and it was the perfect size to fit right there. Isn't that adorbs? You can write on the inside of there, tuck little goodies inside, and voila. Then I showed that I'm decided to cover some of the lace there by adding some strips of the papers, kind of making more layers, tearing the edges there and making a little tuck spot. I only glued on the 3 sides so I could tuck goodies into the side there. I'm also layering some of the music paper. Just to give even more dimension and use pieces of the other items that were in the kit. And it covers the lace at the same time, so I thought that looked cool. Alright guys, so there you have it. That is the little how-to on how I put this together, and just bits and pieces of it, so I hope that helps. And thank you so much for stopping by to check out the videos. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.